to go for a Lunox. I gotta say, I prefer the Cho in the gold lane, even though it's kind of losing in the gold lane in terms of like poking.
Esport.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay. This is something that RX has picked up before, right? He loves to be versatile in the gold lane, so it is a hero that he is known to utilize.
It's actually potentially quite nasty because the Esport can deal with the frontline like the Hylos and try to imagine the shifting skies with the last insanity.
Yeah.
Like making sure that everyone gets that last insanity. That could actually look pretty cool.
And also,
how's the matchup though against the Harith?
it's if you play it safe enough, I think it's kind of decent. You're not gonna win the lane, but the objective is to not lose the lane.
Okay.
And I feel like you don't have to win the lane, right? Get your, like, clear the lane and then just move out, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to jump into game number 2. Game number 1, it was actually quite close coming in from both teams, hoping for a good late game team fight. We'll see if this one will go past 20 minutes.
Let's head over to the land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. Can Leon Esports bring fire and spirit back into Mekong, back into Laos in the MLBB community? Or will it just be another Turkish team moving forward here in Group A? Let's see the matchup come through.
Yeah, it looks like they're both starting the purple buff here. So probably just going for a different pathing, not to meet against each other. And so far, RX is doing quite well against La Manche. The Hive does need the Zaman Force for, you know, for you to basically be able to actually trade better against a fighter.
I would go as far as not the Zaman Force, just the Chrono Dash to get away from the AoE of the first skill. That way you can kind of kite the Esport well enough and also deal damage at the same time.
All right, we're looking at the emblems for the Jushin, this time for Agi. It's a lot more familiar, right, to...
Yeah, just more movement speed, making sure that you're
Exactly.
fine. And looking at identity, quite a big, not a big change, but quite a change here. I think using the same build in terms of emblem, having the Inspire, the set Inspire, as well as pull yourself together. So making sure that you always have your flicker, which I can definitely see going up against Joviana as well as Water.
By the way, it's also important to note that Leon Esports brought in 2 Purifies, right? We were talking about the combo earlier on with RX and XE as well. So that is something that I think they are anticipating and that they do see. But with Wactor as well, they got to be able to layer in their CC and try to make this work.
But in a way, it kind of makes their job a bit easier, right? At least for Identity, at least for RX2, they don't have to account for that flicker to come in. If they want to just go full on with the Last Insanity. Looks like Azue will start the total for his team. Axie, once again, beautiful. Oh, somehow stolen by the Lancelot of Water. But it looks like Boostgate Esports, they're stuck. At least Axie in the back line. And it's going to get taken down, chased by 4 people of Leon Esports.
Yep.
Okay. Good start for Leon Esports, right? They're able to pick up the neutral objective. You can see quite a bit of fights as well, and the way that they were able to get that neutral objective, the combo of skills was also very clean. Boostgate Esports though, how are they going to retaliate?
I feel like with the draft having a Yisun Shin, I think they're A-okay because you just don't lose too much in the early. Get 2 items, and then once you get your 2 items, you're honestly going to be fighting at a very even playing field. So I think they don't have to panic here. They lose by 1,000, but with the draft, I think it really doesn't matter. XC, Wactor, they have a lot of playmaking potential. So they're just waiting for their damage dealers, Kazooie and Identity, to be there, right? So I feel like just don't lose too much anymore. In the second turtle fight, if you don't have a good angle, just poke them out a bit, and then don't commit, and then you're good.
I think things are going to go down in second turtle, right? Because XE level 4 already, RX as well. But this mid trio has been quite 50-50, no? Very different to that first game.
Yeah, I think it's also the fact that Hylos has much more HP pool than the Cho. Yes, the Cho can just weave around the CCs and also the damage, but it is still a favorable matchup for the Hylos.
Yep. By the way, I kind of like, now that I think about it, why would I want to use a Tigreal if I have a Sora?
That's a good point, but might have to wait for a second here. Wactor procs the Purify for Agi. And no Purify at all for the second objective fight here. They might want to use that to their advantage.
Yeah, so it looks like Leon Esports, they're actually trying to find ways to catch identity here, but they're playing quite safe. But now, I wonder if this is an overextension. No, Walker gets out of there. They should not overcommit.
There you go, Shifting Skies, dragging
Oh
feet back
my
to
God.
the Mount Shocker. Kazue has all the CC in his life to do that. Looks like in the backline though, identity super low. Lamach getting the execution towards the mid laner of Boostgate Esports. EXO or RX actually taking down Water after that team fight.
That's a 3-4-1
Whoa,
trade.
no one saw that.
XC,
No one saw
yeah.
that.
No, I mean, I guess he thought somebody was
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
bush,
yeah,
right? So didn't get it. Unfortunate. But in the end, at the end of the day as well, Boostgate Esports, they take everything back, that control back away from Leon. They actually pick up the purple buff as well on top of everything. That was huge.
I gotta say, the rule of cool outshines everything, and that was very cool. We talk about the wombo combo that they have with this draft. It was more than I thought.
Uh-oh, Wactor, Exi, and Kazue. Or Kazue actually didn't get the assist, but it is still a kill towards Lamach. Bottom lane though, RX. Might be the payback here for Leon Esports, but no, he's still somehow surviving with the flicker.
It's like, yes, you have Purify,
Yeah,
but
it's
like,
not enough.
exactly. There's so much you gotta Purify out of though.
Because in my head, I'm only thinking about the Shifting Skies and then the follow-up. I forget that Eve can set it up for the Sora as well. The Yi Shin can set up for the Sora as well. So they can layer, and this is the, I would say, the most disgusting layer because it's big AoEs and it's quite easy to time.
Oh,
You eyeing for the Sky Piercer on the
yeah.
Hey, you need something, man. You need to make sure that someone from Boostgate dies.
Do they feel like
Supposedly, but he's not doing that. Why? He's just trying to get the Purify away. That's his only job here. Everyone can set.
yeah, just a bait. It's just a bait. The chose just all he just needs is to bait out these resources.
Oh, that's a flank by Jinzu, but there's a lot of dashes coming in from Boostgate Esports to get away from that glorious pathway.
And Boostgate, they're playing very disciplined here. Even though the high loss was in position, I feel like they might have been able to take the fight. They won't take the chances and just kick him out of the fight. So they're not overextending. I feel like as long as they can keep controlling all the lords moving forward, this should be all Boostgate Esports.
I hope that they remember to control the side lanes though,
Oh
because
yeah, true.
that tower nearly fell because their composition works when they're grouped up as 5. And so sometimes these side lanes can be a problem. If Leon Esports can utilize that to their advantage, that's definitely one way for a potential win con for Leon.
Yep. And as I say, they are making sure that the side lanes are, they're trying to establish a slow push here. So Leon has to respond to it. Help me out here, Shafin. How is Leon Esports going to start a fight? Or even if they're going to counter, how are they going to counter?
I mean, first of all, you have to start with not making a mistake like Water earlier. That was, we haven't talked anything about that, right? That overextension, that mistake of going back in, what was that? And second, let me think about it like for more 5 minutes. Give me more 5 minutes, Lafel, because I cannot think of one.
I'll do you one better. We can take the entire post game to talk about that because this, we talk about team fight, you know, compositions. This is definitely one of the best. And I said it, like, Tigreal is great. You know, roamers love Tigreal, but Sora is just that much flashy, man. If you gave me the choice, I'll play Sora roam for that Shifting Skies.
And there's more tools to work with. Kazue right now,
Oh, God.
14 to Water's 12. He's 2 levels ahead. Do Leon Esports really want to go for the contest?
Yeah, I don't think so. Do they really want to go for the Hail Mary here? I think so right now, actually. The way they're positioned, maybe they're confident with the fact that they have a Lancelot.
And Identity is just holding on to that real world manipulation because I feel like once he opens it and if it doesn't connect onto anyone, that might be a chance for Leon to fight back.
Yeah, green light. For sure, definitely.
Bottom lane, though, it looks like Boostgate definitely has the advantage here. Like it or not, Leon Esports has to handle that, and they're doing that perfectly. Super disciplined so far. They're not really rushing towards Lord. They're waiting for their clear advantage in the bottom lane.
And if Harith gets sent down, that's information for Boostgate to go ahead and push for the Lord. They need to work on this, okay? This is the scenario that we're looking at. Will Boostgate take it?
I think they just gonna, because what is Leon realistically gonna do? Right? They're just zoning people away. because Exi is on fire right now, right? And of course he does, because he gets to play Sora for 2 games in a row now.
Yeah, pretty much. And somehow the pseudo Sora is winning it out against a real Sora in the first game. Oh man. At this point, just like every MPLIB match at Turn, is it just waiting for a mistake?
Guess so. What is Leon supposed to do? I mean,
Exactly. What are they supposed to do?
against Teamfight, you usually look for, you know, pickoffs, but I think we're kind of too late. I guess it's only 11 minutes. It's never too late. But
By the way, this siege potential of Boostgate is disgusting. Eve, Esport, and you also have the pressure of the Cho just using Jit Kundo. It's not even using the Wave of the Dragon, you just have to use Jit Kundo.
Yeah,
and
use
ult's
Jit-
probably gonna pop up.
yeah.
Decision kind of hurts as well. The wave clear from Leon really is not the best. It's
No.
there, but it's really not the best.
Especially with the changes towards the Jushin, she doesn't clear as great anymore either.
Daddy just zoning out people here with RWM, and they get a free turret in the top lane. And that's the perfect place, by the way, because the Lord is gonna come in the bottom lane. Juviana super deep in the back line. I don't think it's gonna be enough follow-up for him to be able to work on that. And that's it. Boostgate Esports got away scot-free.
Can I just say Dual actually saved Leon there? Because it kind of prevented them from going into the fight. But maybe that's for the best, right? Defending is enough.
Yeah. It's like a reality check.
Oh.
Just go back. Just go back. Oh, that aura fire emote!
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, paying a no one for the coach.
Okay. We see you. A little bit of recalling as well. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know, we've seen a lot of players recall and then they just instantly die and then the game turns around.
I've learned from LaFell. It's not about working or not, it's the mentality.
Oh,
Exactly.
Thank you.
Rule of cool. Plus, Cho players does this all the time.
Not me.
I wonder if Angela players would do that.
Sans is
Sans
probably the
does.
Yeah,
only one.
yeah, you're right.
Okay, still have a 6,000 gold lead for Boostgate Esports. Waiting on the next neutral objective. Perhaps looking for something before that. But Juviana still able to get out untouched. All is well. I guess they're waiting for that wave in the top side.
Oh, yeah. They're trying to just cheekily get the mid turret here, but they have enough resources, Leon Esports, to be able to alleviate that. So good job for them, but in the next fight, it's not going to be that easy.
Let me make something that is already bad into worse, right?
Okay.
Leon Esports can't even get close. The damage, because we were talking about the siege, right? The damage from the siege is so much before the fight even starts. About 50% or even 30% HP loss, that's quite a lot. And even if they do get close, a Sora's waiting, a Cho's waiting, RX is waiting, you're kind of losing on both fronts here.
Can I just address that XC does not have a single magical defense item? What? Is that disrespect or is that the idea?
I think it's fine because he built the Queen's Wings brute force.
Oh,
hold on.
Juviana, that's definitely not very Juviana there.
Wow.
What? Was that a flank for Walkter? I missed out on that.
I was honestly looking at the items.
Yeah, same. Because I would not thought that Leon would take any kind of fight. But yeah, seeing that Walkter does not have the weight of the dragon, it is entirely possible. And we've seen the last 2 instances where they both met. Juviana was definitely the one in front.
Yeah.
Trying to essentially do Jinzu's job.
Did he not have Bravest
Oh,
Spider
wow.
earlier on?
Haki somehow 1 HP. I don't know which damage was that. Was it Kazuya's arrow? I don't know, but Jinzu, half HP, but looks like no real threat to Boostgate Esports' player.
Yeah.
But remember, Lamage is starting to hurt, right? Already has the Holy Crystal, the Divine Glaive as well. As this game progresses, Boostgate Esports can't play too risky anymore.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have to respect that damage.
Basically, don't do what you did in game number 1 and let it go to 18, 19 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Gotta be very, cognizant of the Purifies as well, by the way, because that's a huge resource from Leon Esports.
Well, right now we can see that Boostgate, they're trying to get this. Gets a kick in.
Jinzu getting kicked down by the way the dragon of Walkter. The turret is taken out. Kazuya also getting the kill towards the Hylos. Now, Lamach starting to hit a lot here. Look at the damage. Oh my goodness! Kazue is out too, but Lamach does not have these Man Force just yet. He has to wait just a bit for him to be able to fight again. Identity, Walker, and RX still trying to get the final turret here, but it looks like they just want to back off because they know they already have the advantage of getting the mid-turret.
Yeah, I don't think they can push more, right? Lamach is still in the vicinity, still able to dish out the damage, and everyone from Boostgate is so low. I was kind of confused. That real-world manipulation was basically used for...
Zoning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't hit any combo that we were waiting for.
Yeah, I feel like the call was, we can extend this game, so just use your ult, zone them away, get this turret, and then go out. But then you can see the engagers, Xe as well as Walker, just wanted to go for a fight. So maybe it's just different calls being made here, because you were right. We're going to be looking at the replay here, and the RWM really didn't hit onto anyone. And in a way, this fight was split, where one Xe was going far ahead, probably just trying to control all the damage dealers, but you didn't catch Lamach. And like you said, Lamach now does legit damage. And I think that was a reality check for Boostgate.
They need to figure it out. They need a way to take him down before this. Remember, he does have the Purify. We did see that the Purify wasn't too much of a problem in the early stages of the game, but with how much sustain that he has now as well with his last and final item there, this is more of a challenge now for Boostgate to close this game out.
For sure. But once again, Boostgate Esports, they can play with Wave here very, very easily because the long lane, only inhibitors left from Leon Esports. They still have the second tier turret for Boostgate. But we'll see. They played the first one really, really well, but that doesn't necessarily mean they'll play the second one well. Agi, though, that was too far, my dude. Still holding on towards the Purify. Lamach trying to get the angle here. Jinzu just getting poked down by some of the members of Boostgate Esports. Juviana already jumping in. Oh, there you go. That's the kick. But the Purify is there for Lamach. Last inside in the front line. I don't think that's going to be enough to take everyone down. RX is still in the front line taking all damage, but the back line is actually a kill towards Identity. Double this time for Kazue. And Lamach is just going crazy with how less of a damage that Boostgate Esports can actually deal this one.
Oh, look at me, look at me, look at me.
Oh no,
look at me.
Kazue, he bought the DHS. The wave is coming in, 2 waves, the bottom lane onto mid lane. Kazue has all the time in the world to end this one. And Lamach can only watch. Boostgate Esports with the advantage on the long